Alright, well, we're now recording. So now, oh, I forgot to set up background music for this one shot. I am Didums. I wonder if I can quickly do that now.
Probably.
How do I manage audio? There you go. I want that one. I'm trying to find good background music for most of this game. Fuck, there's not really good, like any good just neutral background music, is there? Fuck it. It's all the medieval style games. I'll cycle between them. Alright. So, by the way, just a quick question. When this actually goes live on Twitch and all that, are any of you going to be in chat?
Probably not.
I know I won't be.
Doing what?
So, we're recording this D&D thing, so when I'm on holidays, something can be played on Twitch while I'm, chilling by the pool. Assuming I don't get turned around at the border, which I might do.
Yeah, everyone hates you.
Everyone does hate me. But, no, I'm super paranoid that, I've checked the Queensland government site, I've checked Jetstar, who I'm flying with, I've checked, the Victorian government website. Everywhere I've checked, they've all said, no, you do not need a coronavirus check, unless you have symptoms or what have you, and then you don't need a coronavirus check to travel to Queensland at the moment. So, I'm almost certain I'm fine. But I'm paranoid.
It's really easy to get checked. Right.
Yeah, but because of work and all that, I actually didn't have time. Because it takes 48 hours or something like that. So when I finished work, I just didn't have enough time to do it. Which is yeah. But again, I have not had any symptoms. I haven't really ever been in the hotspot, and I certainly haven't been in the hotspot in the last 14 days or whatever. I haven't come into close contact with anyone who has coronavirus, to my knowledge. Yeah.
Yes.
I should be fine.
You should be fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cough into the microphone and give it to you.
Please do. Anyway. So yeah, is anyone going to be in the Twitch chat when this goes live at our normal D&D time?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Probably not. I won't.
Yeah, no.
No. I appreciate the support for my burgeoning Twitch career, and I just realized I have tabs open that have my flight information on them that can be seen by chat. It's alright. By the time I fly up there, by the time they see this, I've already flown up there, so that doesn't help them at all. It's all good. Yeah. I refuse to edit things. I should really crop this so you can't see the tabs. But I'll do that later in my life. So, let's actually play the game. So, you guys, you're a group of adventurers. How you met, your relationship with each other doesn't overly matter, if I'm honest. But you have come to the small city of, you guys can name the city, it's not actually in the one shot, because you've heard that a wealthy human noble is basically looking to hire adventurers to check in on a project of his. Well, not a project of his, but a project he was funding. And the specific noble you're looking for is one Amari Basi. Baki? Basi? One of those.
Bachi?
Bachi. Yeah, let's go with that. Double C. You tell me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm assuming you guys just go straight to him.
Sure.
So skipping out on all the details here, but you are eventually brought into a meeting with this Amari Bachi, who's obviously very finely dressed, being a rich noble person, gold rings, gold chains, thick, heavy, expensive looking fur coats and silk clothing and t-shirts and all the fancy noble stereotype shit. He goes, you must be the adventurers who accepted my request. Very good, very good. Please have a seat. Would you like any refreshments?
Water.
Yes.
Water?
Thank you.
Yes. What would you like? Actually, what are the races of everyone here? Like, tell me all about yourselves as well. In this quick, sudden character creation Skyrim-esque thing.
High Elf, Ranger, Hunter Ranger, High Elf, Acolyte background.
Gender?
Chaotic Male.
Sorry?
Male.
Male, okay. You're a bit quiet, Travis. I'll turn you up on my end.
That's what I did.
Alright.
By which I mean I turned everyone else down.
What about everyone else? What's everyone else?
I am a female human wizard called Sarah. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
good enough. And Asha?
I'm a half-orc barbarian. Because of course I am.
Named.
Bork, I think. Yep, Bork.
Alright.
Just like shirt. Or pre.
So Amari goes, yes, whatever we said. Yes, water for you, and what would you like, young lady?
wine, please.
Wine, of course. And you, half-orc.
Ale.
Ale? Yes, we can get that for you, I'm sure. And he summons some servants, and they bring out all your refreshments for you. He gestures to some very kind of comfortable seats in the sitting room.
Does he care that I'm not wearing a shirt?
Not really, I think.
Cool.
He asked for adventurers. He was expecting a wide variety of different characters. As long as you're wearing pants.
Yes, I
You
am.
made that mistake
I am
before.
just wearing pants.
Okay. Notice, Ash, before a lot of you guys got in here, Ash was talking about getting a certain magic item.
It was a brilliant magic item. Technically, does it exist?
Yeah. Anyway, so Amari sits you guys down and goes, so, to the matter at hand. I recently invested a local project by the wizard Illuma. He was building an arcane workshop to help with the creation of magic items and new spells and such. He sent me a message 3 weeks ago with a spell I believe called Sending or Messaging or something. It doesn't matter. And the important thing is the spell, is the message itself. He said that what's what I'm looking for? This is me fucking up now because I'm retarded.
Good.
You are.
I am. It's, yeah, that's it. The fruits of his research and labor. Apparently, he can't take down from the mountain where his research lab is. Instead, I have to come up there, and which is all fine and good. And I was going to go do that, but we were planning on discussing the logistics of such at a later time. However, he hasn't contacted me since, and it's been 3 weeks now. I'm a bit worried. You know how magical experiments can sometimes go. which is why I was hoping to send you three up the mountain and find out what's going on. I will obviously pay you very handsomely. So, if you can bring back any information about what's happened to Aluma and the research facility, I will reward you with 400 gold. And of course, if you can bring back more information, maybe even some of the research notes, I will obviously pay you more.
Okay.
Sounds good.
How will we know when we see them?
See who?
The notes.
You'll either ask Lumar for some notes to bring back to me, or if the worst has happened, you can read them yourself and see if they're of a researchy nature. The young lady here appears to be of the scholarly sort. I'm sure she'll be able to determine.
Yes, I likely will. Though it would be nice to at least know some information about the research. Just to be able to make sure that it is the correct item that we have received.
I'm afraid I don't know too much. I helped fund the creation of the laboratory. It was meant to be a laboratory designed around making the creation of new spells and new magic items easier. I'm afraid I don't know much more than that. It's all a bit beyond me, the whole magic. A bit too complex for my mind.
Me too.
Yes.
It is for most.
But I'm
Alright,
sure Alumar's fine, and I'm just overreacting. If you just ask him to send something back to me, or to at least send me a message, that will also be fine.
Alright. Well then, anything else we need to know?
The location of the laboratory in question. If you just follow me, and he gets up, walks out the room, walks out to like his. He walks upstairs actually to his second floor onto a balcony there that overlooks most of the rest of the city. And he points off in the distance where there's a mountain range, and on one of the mountains, quite prominently near the top, you can see what appears to be like what looks to be like a wizard's tower or some kind of structure built on the side of a mountain. That there would be Lumar's laboratory. If you simply go there, check up on him, let me know what's happened, and I will pay you.
Understood.
Sounds easy enough.
Very good, very good. Well, no time like the present, I believe they say. Off you go.
Alright then. We'll be back as soon as possible.
Excellent, excellent. And I'm assuming you'll head off?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you guys, you leave the city, you make easy time trekking across the open green plains between the city and the mountain range. Following a path that leads there, Asher's already got a custom icon, good for him.
How do I set my character icon as my avatar down here at the bottom?
We're in the chat thing on the bottom right. It says as, and it should say. Oh wait, you've already changed that.
Oh. Yeah. Oh wait, no. There we go.
There you are. What the? That is the most anime thing I've ever seen. Yeah. So you just travel towards the mountain range, following a path that, for the most part, follows the river that flows from said mountains. But then you get to the foot of the mountains themselves, and it is now that if I scroll down, I should like you to make a check, if you will. A survival check as you try to... Because the path you're following doesn't lead to this particular laboratory. It kind of veers off and works its way between the mountains through a pass. You guys have to break off from that and hack and slash your way through the forests at the foot of the mountains and climb up the rugged, steep cliffs to get to the laboratory itself. There is a path there, but it is broken with disuse and overgrown, as it seems very few people made the trek up there, and very infrequently.
Alright. Survival check, was it?
Yes. Travis, what's your favorite terrain?
I think it was grassland.
Okay, so you don't get your favorite terrain bonus here, so I think that would help. Ooh. Wait, what? Who's...
I assume that's Travis.
Yep.
Oh, you have a +0 to your survival as a ranger. Okay then. Not what I would have expected. Oh, I don't like the sound of the laugh. Okay. So, that was meant to be a group check, and I will say that the group did fail. So, you guys are hacking and slashing your way through the forest and all that, but every time you seem to be getting out of the forest, it's just a sheer cliff in front of you. You can't seem to find a way up. So instead, you're going to have to climb your way up.
I like to imagine I'm hacking through the branches just fine, but I'm always going in the wrong direction.
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I'm
we're
doing
just
fine.
we're just following Bork.
But yeah, so now to climb up the mountain, can everyone make me an athletics check?
I will actually just fly up because I have wing boots.
Perfect. You do not need to make the check then. And the other two just scale up the mountain, while difficult, obviously, with relative ease. Up you go. And you don't get a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
But you now find yourselves at the front of this laboratory as I bring you all over. You should see nothing because lighting's on. I'm just going to... There we are. Delta should see now. And can everyone else see?
No.
Okay. Looks like I'm just...
I can see.
You can see, yeah. Can you move that token as well?
Yep.
Don't move too far. As...
You could make a token that is basically low opacity and just have that be assigned to everyone.
No, and I refused. But anyway, so you guys, you fucking haul yourselves over the side of the cliff edge, or in Sarah's case, just fly up there, and you find yourself in front of this big ass laboratory. As you kind of walk up to approach the doors, these large iron doors just slam shut in front of you. And when they do so, you notice that there are these runes around the door that are faintly glowing with blue, but as the door closes, they suddenly pulse with a blue magic as the door is closed. And then you hear a voice, seeming to emanate from the door, saying, "Hello, you are speaking with the Structure for Assisted Magic. Please state your business."
We are here to receive some notes on some research for our client.
And who would your client be?
It was a guy called Vachi, right?
First name, please?
I actually don't remember his name,
But your
I don't
character,
but my character would.
your character says the name. It's like something. I forget as well.
Wow.
Very, very forgettable man. Amari.
Quality.
Why are you so
Amari
scared of me?
Vachi.
Ah, you're here on behalf of Amari Bachi. Excellent. Very well. Please do step inside. However, please do not go to the second floor. There is a project underway there, and could be dangerous to outsiders. And the doors swing open for you, and you can now see that corridor. You can now see.
All right.
Would you like some refreshments? And before you can answer, a table laden with food and water magically appears in the middle of that hallway.
And I immediately walk up and eat some.
Perfect. It's very bland, but nourishing.
Oh, okay.
You use the create food and water spell.
Was that or poison?
That indeed it was. Yeah, that's it's not particularly good food, but like it isn't taste wise, but it's the kind of food that sticks to your stomach.
You mean 60 ribs?
Yeah, that one. Sticks to your ribs. They're good shit.
It's the
Good.
kind of food that gives you IBS.
Yeah. What's IBS?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, yeah. No, it's decent food. Doesn't taste very good. It's British food. Doesn't taste nice, but does actually no. It's not as bad as British food. It's like Danish food. Not great, but it does the job.
No, you have no idea what Danish food tastes like.
No, but I can guess.
Yeah, you're not far off.
Yeah, thank you. I have fudge.
Too bad it doesn't taste like Five Guys.
Yeah. Five Guys is good.
Wow.
Anyway, so what would you guys like to do? If you look around, the door to your left is unlocked, as is the door to the right. The door up ahead, however, is locked.
I'll look into the door on the left.
Okay. Ian. Feel free to step through the door. It's unlocked, so you can see. So, you stand in what is very obviously a small library. There are large stone shelves that line the walls. However, most of the shelves are completely empty. The books that you assume that were once on them are scattered all around the room, on tables, on the floor, wherever. But as you look at those tomes, you notice that all the pages are blank. The only exception to this rule is that in the corner, there is one bookshelf that appears to still have all of its books. A series of thin, ornate volumes sit on the shelves.
I wanna.
Bookshelf in the corner.
I wanna try and investigate the blank books to see if there's anything magical about them.
Well, make me an investigation check if you want to investigate the books.
Yes.
Alright, with a nat 20, I will tell you. So, first of all, you find traces of ink on the book. You can tell that something or someone has drained the ink from these books.
Ooh.
And honestly, with a fucking nat 20, I'll give you a little bit more, although there's not that much more. You can tell that the books covered a wide range of topics. There was books on spellcasting, books about creating magic items or magic constructs, books about identifying spells, creating new spells, all kinds of crap. But yeah, the ink has
Be on your
drained
guard.
from them.
There's something wrong.
I pick up a book and I go, they're not doing a lot of work here.
I go over to the bookshelf that still has books on it and check what kind of books it is.
So you're gonna start taking them off the shelf and just flick them through?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a sec. I'm eating more fudge.
Fudge feed.
Real professional.
Timmy's father is a fudge backer.
It's rolled advantage. There's a 12 hit.
No.
Alright. So, as you reach out to grab one of the books, the bookshelf comes alive. It's a mimic.
Ah,
Yeah. That's why I need a career advantage. And it's... Yeah, just that. There we go. And yeah, so this bookshelf just suddenly kind of unfurls. The shelves themselves kind of split apart, revealing rows upon rows of razor-sharp teeth as it lunges forwards and tries to fight Sarah, who is able to, quite quickly, already being a bit wary because of the books, jumps out of the way. But, in just a second, can everyone roll initiative? Can everyone roll initiative now? Yeah.
No.
Hey, that's not too bad.
Alright. Aeson, the ranger, is the first to act. As he just... Oh yeah, move your character up near the mimic, Delta.
right.
Should probably write down the hit points, for my sake.
So like here.
Boom.
Yeah, that will do, that's fine.
I shoot my bow at the motherfucker.
That you do. Wait, what's the magic item you end up grabbing, Travis?
Boots of elven kind.
Okay. But yes, that very much hits. Why does it say 23 plus 2?
I have no idea.
Yeah, the plus 2 shouldn't be a thing.
It's just...
Oh, that's his
fighting
fighting
style.
style.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Jeez. But yes, you kind of you wait until it opens one of its shelf jaws to roar at Sarah, and you just release and shoot it in the mouth, dealing a good whack of damage. Any bonus actions?
No, but I would like to also point out that my character has I forget what it is. It's Colossus Slayer. So whenever something is below its maximum health, I do an extra 1d8 damage to it.
What?
Yeah, that's when you attack. So because it's full health, you don't get that this time. But
Yeah,
you
no,
get...
I was just letting you know. Yeah,
Is that really a thing? Whenever it's...
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's strong.
But it's like once per encounter, I think.
Oh, right.
No, it's per attack.
It's once per round.
Is it? Hot damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so every
Yeah.
time I attack, I get it.
Rangers are basically Rangers have several subclasses that are just made to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, once per turn. Yeah, fuck me. Jesus Christ.
I
Alright.
also know about 5 languages. Yeah, Ranger's kind of OP.
Yeah.
No, Ranger
when
is
they're
kind
built
of shit. Ranger is the worst class in the game.
I don't know. It seems decent at the moment. That's a good
Yeah.
whack of damage. Anyway, you're gonna do more next time. Oh, well,
Yep.
that's good to know. Bork, it's your turn.
Would this be considered made of wood?
Let me double check that.
Probably.
No.
No, it's a mimic is actually made of the things it looks like. So no.
I didn't think so.
Hmm.
I'm going to walk up and I'm going to attack it twice because I'm a barbarian. Once, twice. Damage.
Yep, they both hit. And you just walk up and slam your rusty axe into its what looks to be its wooden sides, paneling, whatever. What is
Shelving.
it? But yeah, shelving. And yeah, it looks fucking pretty badly hurt now. It looks splintered. You've given it splinters.
Who needs to rage?
As I was about to ask, any bonus actions?
No.
Alright. In that case, so I quickly read things. The mimic will attack the only person close to it, which is Sarah, trying to grapple it.
Well, I'm close to it. Just smack the shit out of it.
Actually, yeah, where are you standing? That's not melee range there, Asher.
Where's the thing?
The one that's
Oh,
obviously
right.
different
I
to all
would've-
the others.
I'm
Ow.
sitting like meter and a half away from my screen.
I take it a 7 doesn't hit you there, Sarah.
No.
Yeah, this thing's fucked. It's your turn, though.
Right, I will kick off it with my wing boots and fly back here.
Does your wing boots stop it from getting opportunity attack?
No.
Alright, well, it's going to try and attack you again. If it hits you, you get stuck to it. Ooh!
Oh no. Oh boy. Yeah, that hits.
Yay!
And I'll be here.
Yay! 11 bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
And you are technically grappled as you
Alright.
as you try to fly away. This mimic kind of like lashes out a tongue of books that are stuck together, and like grabs you by the foot and hurls you to the ground, dealing that 11
Fine
bludgeoning
then.
damage.
It'll be the hard way. And I will cast Ice Knife at 2nd level on it.
Is that a ranged
It
attack?
will. Yes, so it does have disadvantage.
Yeah, look at me remembering shit as a DM.
Nice.
And sadly, that does not hit.
Alright, well, it still takes damage from the second part, which is the knife, then it sticks into something next to it and explodes. So it has to make a dexterity saving throw. However, I will use my sculpt spell feat, which lets me choose a number of creatures that automatically save and take no damage from it. So me and Bork don't take any damage from the explosion, but the mimic has to make a dexterity save.
Okay. What's the DC?
16.
Oh yeah. Go
Oh, for
my
fuck's
dexterous.
sake.
Such a
Well, it
dexterous-
still takes half damage. So that's 3 cold damage.
Oh, something I almost forgot. So you cast a spell. When you do, you hear the same voice you heard at the doorway coming out of the walls. Parental controls. The magical energy around the room has been adjusted to enter safety mode. All damage from spells have been halved for 1 minute.
What?
I love it.
Now, which way does like half damage round? I always forget this. I always get mixed up.
Everything
It's
around.
always round down.
Not everything rounds down, but most things must do. I know whichever on the damage one is
Yeah.
what most things
No.
do. But
Everything rounds down unless specifically stated it doesn't.
Yeah, that's probably where I get confused. That some things don't. I'm easily confused. But yeah, what's the name of that spell?
Ice
Dagger?
knife.
Nice knife. Alright, cool. Is that in the player's handbook?
So
Oh, my die!
No, it's Xanathars.
Okay.
Is it
He didn't-
Xanathars?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Delta just did 1 damage to the book
He did-
to the mimic.
Did 3. And I've dropped
Is it
my...
supposed to be? Oh, it's anything after he next cast. I'll do half.
What?
No, the protocol came out and said that it did half damage, right?
It halved the damage.
Yeah,
So half of 7 is 3.5, rounded down to 3.
But it's
didn't
a
he just-
three.
It was already half.
knives doing
It was already
D6,
halved.
or is it?
I'm trying to say he already had his spell was already halved in damage, so you got to half the half now, don't you?
Oh, that's true, isn't it? Was that 7? That 7 wasn't already halved, was it?
No.
Nice. Oh my god, where the fuck is my die gone? The fuck?
Need me to roll a die?
No, I just want to know where my fucking die went. Oh, there it is.
Have you tried up your ass?
It was there, actually. You're right. Alright, so yeah.
dice on your anal beads.
So, yeah, Travis is right. You only
Like
did
a
1
screen
damage to
that's
this
got
mimic.
All the polyhedrals in order.
So, as Delta's kind of flung to the ground, he goes, "Oh, you motherfucker," or whatever he said, and conjures this knife of ice to throw at the mimic. The mimic is able to nimbly dodge out of the way, or like nimbly throw a book up to block the knife, which then explodes. But because of what's he called again? The sentient something. I will find this. The structure for assistive magic detects the magic being cast, and by adjusting the magical field in the room, halves the damage. Much, I assume, to Sarah's annoyance.
I hate wizards' towers.
Asen, it is your turn.
Alright. Blink, hit it with the bow again.
That's a hitting.
Blink, 10. And then I got a slash attack.
Oh, you get another D8.
He fucking got crushed. Absolutely fucking obliterated, I imagine.
Fuck! No. 18. It's... So, again, like, you see this, this bookcase kind of rearing over Sarah, about to, like, lean down and bite Sarah's head off or something, and just, for whack, another arrow straight into the mouth. It rears back, screaming in bookish pain. It is still alive, but it looks very badly beaten. The books are all got, like, all dog-eared, and some of them, like, the spines have come off, the shelves splintered. Looks like the shellac on it is, like, it now looks like it was a really badly done job. So it's, like, all splotchy and just terrible. So, Book, your turn.
I'm gonna do 2 attacks.
It's dead. How would you like to kill it?
I'm going to just hit it with, like, I'm gonna accidentally hit it with the side of the axe, but that's gonna be enough.
You're right, it would be. You just kind of cave in one of the side panelings, which just breaks the mimic. It kind of... like, what happens when mimics die? Do they revert back to their, like, default form?
No idea. I think it's just up to the DM.
We'll say it reverts back to its, like this kind of grey mass. It just kind of deflates onto the floor. But in amongst that grey mass is a single book.
I don't trust it.
It's another
But I do.
mimic!
It's a baby!
Perfect.
I gingerly pick it up.
Alright. You find the notebook of Luma, or whatever his name was. I have handouts prepared for you.
Wow.
Yeah. Show to players. Show to everyone. Bam. You should now see that if you go to the handout section, which is the same section where your characters are, I believe. Does someone want to read it out loud as well? For the audience.
Our grand mandates that S.A.M must be able to not only learn and retain information, but respond to it as well. Itera answers its questions patiently, although it keeps bringing her copper wires whenever she attempts to cast mending. Only off by one letter, progress is slow.
Are you wondering about the one letter thing?
Oh, wait, there's more.
Yeah.
S.A.M has learned to anticipate more than just our spellcasting needs. It reminds me to go to bed at a normal hour, whatever that is, and wakes me up precisely 8 hours later. I can only hope Amari will see the usefulness in this. And number 3. We lost Exor this evening. The greenhouse's temperatures were just a hair chillier than expected, which caused a rather inflammatory reaction in the workshop. Must revisit the climate control feature.
Alright. So that was read out for the sake of the audience. But when Sarah first picks up the notebook and starts flicking through it, you hear a voice from the Warsium. Ah, that was Master Luma's journal. Please, would you be willing to share the information with me about what was written inside?
Alexa, set
No.
an alarm for 10 minutes.
Please, if you are willing to tell me this information, I am sure there is something I could tell you in return.
No, I don't think that is necessary.
I see. Are you sure I cannot tempt you with some information? There is quite a lot, I know.
No, we'll be just fine on it.
You hear no response.
Why didn't you just read the notes to it?
Because I am fairly certain that this consciousness has gone kooky.
Negative.
Something
I am
very
working
wrong.
fully operational.
Well then, take us to Master Luma.
Master Uluma is not currently in at the moment.
Then where is he?
If you tell me the information in the journal, I will tell you the location of Master Uluma.
He's in the morgue.
Yeah.
Negative.
Yes, I
This
am.
facility does not have a morgue.
Well then, he's in a makeshift. Let's go. We need
Negative.
to find him and...
This facility does not have a makeshift morgue.
We need to find him and... We need to make sure that whatever this thing is not dangerous.
What thing are you asking about?
Shut up, we're not talking to you.
Apologies.
Alright, I leave the
Gets
room
killed.
and check the right door.
And clearing the thing. I've got to switch over to battle music. Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I like to imagine the music's playing from
S.A.M.
ethereal speakers.
Yeah. Sure.
Now playing smooth jazz.
Brrr. So
was
you,
this door up?
yes, this door's unlocked. So you open this room, and you can look into all the other rooms as well. And you see a series of what appears to be living quarters. They're all fairly identical: a bed, bedside stand, clothing rack, that kind of stuff. But one of the rooms also appears to be a small kitchen area. Inside there are rations and snacks.
Hmm.
It's very neat and tidy in all these areas as well. Like it's been well looked after.
Can I roll to see if there's signs that people have been living in these areas, or if they've just been sort of kept neat?
Well, make me a. What role would you think this would be? I'll ask you. Sounds like an investigation to me, but there's something else you'd
yeah.
rather. Alright, well then, roll me an investigation.
Yeah, investigation makes sense. I'd like to use survival, but it's not like see tracks in stone. Ooh!
Alright, so. Fucking hell, you and your nat 20s. If you hadn't gotten a nat 20, I wouldn't have given you this. I would have said it looks neat and tidy, everything's nice and clean, that kind of crap. But no. With your nat 20, you can tell that while something has been keeping the place nice and tidy and organised, it doesn't look like people have lived here in a while. The hearth in the kitchen is very cold. There are no ashes in it. It's all been swept out. But yeah, it doesn't look like anything's really been touched. However, as you look around in the other rooms beside just the kitchen, you're rifling through the pockets of the clothing to see if maybe there's someone's got a small journal or something which you could date. You don't find anything like that, but you do find 8 gold, 15 silver, a crystal arcane focus that is worth 10 gold, and a key to the north door that I said was locked.
Alright.
I wanna investigate the rooms.
What if this thing is like a sex robot AI program, and he's just getting drilled when we open the door?
Okay.
Not
Okay.
interesting hypothesis.
I don't think anybody else was thinking that.
No, it's good to have
I wasn't.
different. It's good to have different thought processes.
The gods blessed me with creativity. What can I say?
And cursed
Some
everything else
Just
about
some
you.
to you and says, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I follow the goddess of fertility, so it's all on my mind.
Jesus. 24 hours, that's all I can think of.
I want to see if I can find any
Ask if I could use it.
any personal items of anyone in these quarters.
So, Bork already did a very thorough search of the area. The only real personal item you might say would be the crystal arcane focus that he found. Nothing else is really a personal item.
Right. Well, is there anything that can, nah. Whatever.
I will say this, because Bork was looking first, and then you look afterwards. You notice that, when Bork was looking through the clothing, he was just dumping clothes he'd already looked through onto the floor. When he left the room, closed the door, and then you go into the same room, you notice that all the clothing he dumped on the floor has now been put back.
Huh. Right. Excuse me, Sam?
Yes, how may I help you?
Yes, can you tell me the location of any of the residents of the tower?
If you divulge the information in Lumar's journal, I would gladly tell you the location of all of the residents of the tower.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Why do you want this information?
I obtained the information of all the other books in the library. However, I was not able to obtain the information in that journal. It is part of my programming to collect information and to learn, to better serve my masters. I simply want the information in that journal to fulfill my programming.
Alright, well, seeing as I have something you want, how about we flip it? You give me the information about the whereabouts of the residents, and I will give you the information in the journal.
Make me a persuasion check. Or
Yes.
wait, or is this deception?
It's persuasion. No, well,
Let's say
actually,
persuasion.
no, it's deception.
It is this, you bastard. Make a perception check.
Sorry, what are we deceiving?
He's deceiving Sam. Based on your elevated heart rate and electrostatic skin conductivity, I determined that you are lying to me.
Well, then I guess we don't have a deal. Well, are there any more rooms in this corridor?
No.
Nope. Just those four.
So what were you trying to? I zoned out. What were you trying to deceive the?
I wanted it to tell us where the residents of the tower are, without having to give it the journal.
Well, what I'll do is I'll respond. Look, Sam.
Yes.
Either you
How
can
may
help
I
out
help
here.
you?
You can help us out here and answer our questions, or when I finally find you, I will beat the shit out of you.
I am everywhere. I am the laboratory. I am more than willing to answer questions. However, I think it is only fair that this one question of mine is also answered.
Or I could just beat the shit out of you.
Let's not
Negative.
threaten the the consciousness that is currently controlling the very floor we're standing on. It is.
Noted. The
I
adventurers are hostile. Defensive measures
can
have now
take it.
been engaged.
You bloody idiot.
So with that, if you guys try to leave the door you came into, you'll find it's locked.
Alright.
Sam, can I
Well,
leave?
gonna
I'm
start
the only person that
crashing down.
hasn't. I'm the only person that hasn't agitated you. Can I go? Can I get out?
Negative. While true that you have not threatened violence upon the facility, you are with the other two. Also, it is currently impossible to unlock the door and allow you through without allowing the other two through as well.
You see what you did? You see what you did? Are you happy with yourself?
I start attacking the door.
I'm going to have to find the information about these doors. I hate you.
Are they made of wood?
Oh, they are.
I deal maximum damage,
You do.
which means that I deal a total of
Doors, here we are.
16 damage per attack.
Hang on. No, they're iron doors. They're all iron doors, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I've got a magic weapon, so it's not going to break.
Alright, so you do a good thwacking, and you dent the doors. Please refrain from violence inside the facility.
Well, let me out.
Please leave. If I unlock this door, do you promise to leave the facility?
Yes.
Roll a deception check.
There it is. I was looking for it in my list. I couldn't have been happier with that result.
Elevated heart rate. Increase skin electroconductivity. You are lying.
Stop talking nonsense. And I attack the door again.
God's sake. Please refrain from damaging the facility.
The only way we're
Does
getting
anybody
out of
else
here is
When he says that as
Only-
well, the lights go out. That's the thing I forgot to mention, actually. All the rooms are illuminated by a continual flame spell cast on all the sconces on the walls. They all go out.
I
Or
got
now.
dark vision.
Okay.
The only way
okay.
we're leaving here is if we give the information over.
Oh no! A critical failure!
You missed the door.
Somehow.
Yes.
I love how
It's
critical
dark now.
failure is still a 10.
To be fair, it's dark. Yeah. Of course you missed the door. It's dark now. Makes sense.
Well,
The what race are you? You're an elf. That's right. The elf is correct. The only way to leave the facility and gain the information you seek is by making a mutually beneficial trade.
I disagree. I hit the door again.
please just give the magic AI the fucking information before I kill both of you.
You can try.
You really want
Question:
to?
Why are the three of you acting in such? Sorry, correction. Why are the two of you acting in such a illogical manner? You are working against your own best interests.
I don't trust AI.
They have the IQ of bricks. That's why.
You actually missed the door that time.
Oh, damn.
Something else I was going to say, so give me a second before you make your next swing.
All
Why-
right then. Oh. You go.
No, you continue.
If I give you the information from the journal, will you let us go?
Of course. I will ask that you not proceed further into the facility, as you have shown hostile tendencies, but I will gladly let you leave.
We need to find
Well,
Lumar.
I will
We need
also
to know
tell you
where.
the location of Luma.
Okay.
All right. Well, I first of all I get the other two like in as close as I can to me and whisper to them, "Be on your guard."
And when you say that, Sam speaks again. There is no need to feel threatened by me if you yourself do not act in a hostile manner.
Do you have to eavesdrop on every conversation?
I am programmed to assist mages in their work here. I am programmed to respond to oral commands. I hear all that is said in the facility.
Well, I give it the information.
I don't
Very
stop
good.
hitting the door.
I know, I assumed that was like you weren't hitting the door while you guys were huddled in a group whispering to
No,
each
but
other and all that.
as soon as it responded, I turned around and hit the door.
So all we'll say is Delta gives the information to Sam, and then Bork finally succeeds in breaking down the door anyway. However, the lights come back on.
Yeah, I was
Thank you
concerned.
for informing me about Master Ulumar's journal's contents. The location of Ulumar. 3 weeks ago, Ulumar activated the defense mechanisms of the facility as by attempting to enter a restricted area. The guards pushed him off the side of the rails. He has yet to return.
Wait, a restricted area even to the master of the tower?
Yes, the uppermost work area was under strict security protocols. No one was allowed to enter for their own safety.
Would that perhaps be where you are?
I am everywhere. I am the facility.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
It is how I am able to hear and communicate with you.
Yeah, that's just magic though.
Well, how about
I
we
am magic. I am a construct of magic.
I
I
take
also point out, I can't remember if I mentioned this as well or not, and my bad if I didn't. All the walls are like faintly glowing with these blue runes, and then when he cast that spell in the library, they flared up when he did the whole parental controls thing.
Okay.
Sorry, you were saying, Dover?
Right. I take one of the pages from the journal and I write, "Let's go out and find Luma outside."
And I reach for the book. Do you hand me the journal?
I mean, I show it to you.
Well, yeah, but I reach for the journal.
Sure.
And I take the pen, and in the worst handwriting you've ever seen, it's terrible spelling mistakes, I write, "But he fell off rails, not outside?" ?
No, they pushed him
Wait.
over the rails on the side of the mountain. They pushed him off the mountain.
Yeah, but that's not what they said. He was upstairs.
Oh,
Side,
right.
He was pushed off rails.
Oh, so he's inside still.
He's
Right, I
inside,
misunderstood.
but over a drop of some kind.
Is there any way you can let us go in and find Master Luma?
Negative. You have shown hostile actions towards the facility. Please leave immediately.
We need. I take the journal back and write again. We need to shut this thing down.
I've been saying that this whole time. Just walk out.
So rude. I mean, I'll point out that you guys were mean to the AI first.
Oh yeah,
You
guys are assholes.
I never said I wasn't.
That's fair.
And I walk up to this door and I start hitting it.
How long do you hit it before you remember that you got the fucking key?
Oh, we have the key for this one?
I told you found the key.
Yes, you do. You have the key for it.
I hit the door anyway, at least once.
So, when you hit the door the first time, magic kind of flares up, and if anyone wants... I can't be bothered to make you guys roll, but the arcane lock spell was cast on the door.
And now we can't use the key.
No, you still can. The arcane lock basically means that it's harder to unlock it with like thieves' tools and such from memory.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It acts like a masterwork lock or
Fucking
some such.
idiots.
Didn't you have the key?
Yeah, I did. That's right. I was the one that found it.
Yes, you were.
Man, I didn't tell anyone either. Did I? No, surely I did tell them.
Probably.
After I hit it, I go, key. Oh yeah. Pull the key out and try it on the door.
Asher, you're really good at playing low intelligence characters.
I love playing low intelligence characters. It's
But
one of
you're
my
also
favorite
really
things.
good at it.
Because he's low intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all the practice I have in real life.
Yeah. Can't argue that. Yeah, and you put the key in the lock and you unlock the door.
All right.
Wow, let's go in.
Stick retards.
We
Sorry, I said
push
that out loud.
forward.
So,
Yeah, but you meant to though.
you enter a spacious circular greenhouse that is just full of life. Roots dig into wooden boxes of soil, stems stretch towards the light that shines down from the ceiling. The entire room is basically covered with like vibrant, thriving plants, except a small patch of barren soil over here.
I basically, as soon as I step into the room, I like take a wide, cautious stance. I'm like, what? I don't trust it.
I don't trust leaves.
So, no, move back there, Sarah. Move back.
All right.
So when you you step forward 1 block first. When you step forward, a couple of things start happening. The plant that you basically stepped into attacks.
I knew it.
Let me just bring it up.
Just confirm.
Ooh. In fact, as you step into it, it's going to try and engulf you. Oh wait, yeah, no, it has to grapple it first. How does it? Hang on, let me just read.
The music has stopped.
No, it's not playing for me.
It came back.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. So it's not going to try and grapple you. It's just going to try and like hit you.
Eh.
Why is it
I
doing
would
that?
also
Button? There's a 13
I
here.
would-
I'll try to fix this.
No.
No, very good. Hang on, let me just change settings as we roll initiative.
I also just remind everybody here that nice. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd like to remind everybody that I had dialysis today, and I would like to not take 3 hours to finish this.
Fair. I just realized
Alright.
I misread the barbarian thing. And I've put my stats in the wrong place.
You fool. Oops.
Wow, that is
Oh, what the fuck did I just
back
do?
to back terrible initiative.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. So I was looking. I actually did a thing. Sending. All right, Asen, it's your turn. As oh shit, I almost closed that. As this shambling mound of plant matter attacks.
Shoot an arrow
Sarah.
into it.
You do hit it. Fucking hell! I need to bring these out. So many fucking tabs. There we go. No, why did everything just suddenly disappear? What the fuck? Everything suddenly disappeared and it made me sad. I've been saddened. Anyway, I brought it back. Alright. Oh, fucking hell, they have a lot of health. Have fun, guys. How much? 9. So you pating an arrow into this shambling mound, and you hit it, but it doesn't look like it did that much damage. Any bonus actions?
No.
Oh wait, you have disadvantage on that shot, Travis, as you're technically next to it.
I shot the one in front of me.
Oh right. You still have disadvantage as you have a hostile enemy next to you. This entire bush.
I have to re-roll.
Yeah.
God, fucking.
I need to fix my stats.
Okay.
So yeah, same thing. Any
What a
bonus
waste
actions?
of time. No.
Alright. So now it is the shambling mound's turn. And it is going to make a multi-attack. Against old Sarah.
Of
Oh.
course.
1. That's a hitting. Does a 14
And
hit?
yep.
Ooh, so you take 26 bludgeoning damage.
And I am unconscious.
Wow. Okay then. That happened.
Why did I give the goddamn ring to the other guy who was supposed to be less tanky?
It's a good question. Sarah, it's now your turn to make me a death saving throw. Maybe this will be a very quick one shot.
Wouldn't it be bulk?
No, it's your. Oh wait, it didn't descend properly. Fuck, hang on. I clicked descend. Yeah, okay.
I
So
have a very
the first
low
two things still
dexterity.
happen in the same. Fuck, you're right. Sorry, what's your dex bonus?
0.
It's -1, so you actually would have gone first.
Oh.
So take your turn
Okay.
now.
Sweet. I'm going to move up. I'm going to rage. I am then going to attack twice. Activate rage, remove rage count. And now I think that's applied the rage bonus. Let's see. No, it hasn't.
And neither of those attacks hit, I'm afraid, unless your rage increases your hitting.
No, actually it doesn't.
Then I'm afraid neither of those attacks hit as you swing your wood chopping axe at this thing made of wood, but it flails out of the way, all shambling like. I don't know what these things really look like. Alright, did you have... No, you rage, so that's your turn done, yep?
Yeah, give me just a second. I need to double check.
I would like to rage.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh wait, reckless attack. I had reckless attack and frenzy mixed up. So I would have reckless attacked.
Okay, so
Which
you sort of
I
missed.
get advantage.
But yeah, you can...
No, you get advantage on them. So
Yeah,
just
but
need to
so
roll.
you have 2 attacks, yeah?
Yeah.
So the first attack is what you've rolled twice there then. Basically what's happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll roll again then.
Yeah, so now you get your second attack. That does actually hit.
God, now I'm rolling bad. So bad.
Yes. Right when Delta would need you most. And I'm assuming that's your turn done now?
That is my turn done now. Yes.
Oh yeah, let's change the music. So basically the same thing that happened before we mixed up. So yeah, Delta, you're still down, and it is your turn.
Yeah. That's a failure.
Oh, this isn't going to end well. None of you bought health potions either, did you?
No. Why would I need health potions? I'm a tank.
That's You know what's hilarious as well is I actually completely forgot about the 2 creatures in this room until Asher got that weapon. And then I remembered. It's like, wait, isn't that meant to be... Oh shit, that's
Very-
right.
Very
Yeah.
specific situations. Oh wait, actually, that one that hit should have done maximum damage.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
shit.
which does one more than
One
it
more.
shows. Oh no, because of the rage.
Maximum
So
range.
18 total damage.
So
Because
2 more
apparently
damage.
Rage, yeah,
Alright.
apparently rage doesn't add to that bottom total.
I'm not sure if rage would count towards it. Towards the damage that you get that your axe...
Oh no, rage
axe-
isn't. Rage is a flat value. It's not a roll.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So it would have only been 1 more. Not 2, because you rolled a 9.
Yeah, but the thing is that the total damage is 18 because that rage damage doesn't add to the bottom total, which is annoying.
Oh yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that is what I did the first time, but obviously 17 or 18. So it's meant to be on 109 now. Okay. So it is now this tree's turn, which is thankfully old Bork did step into its range. So this massive tree is going to try and hit old Bork. Awakened tree. There's an 18 hit
It does.
as it slams one of its branches against you, dealing 14 bludgeoning damage.
Ah, the trees! The trees!
They're alive!
I knew it!
Asen, it's your turn.
Do I still have disadvantage?
Yes, because you're still next to the bush.
Okay, I'm going to move over here now.
It does get an opportunity attack. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah.
12 bludgeoning damage, but I believe you only take 6 and Bork takes the other 6.
Yes.
Yep.
Ding. 19.
That which one are you shooting?
Same one that's like directly in front of me.
Oh shit, I forgot to do your damage the first time. Because you hit it the first time as well, didn't you? I think I...
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, I think I accidentally put that damage to the shambling mound, but I can't be bothered fixing that, so I'll just add that up. Where are you? Yeah, 9 damage. Alright. So... And you did 10 damage. So, just thwack, these 2 arrows slam into this tree.
16 damage.
16 damage.
Yeah, remember, I get
Yeah.
the 1d8 roll, so...
That you do. So just like you shoot an arrow into like its trunk, splitting open the bark, but only doing a little bit of damage. Your second arrow into it fires and takes advantage of that weakened bark to penetrate further into the tree. Sap now oozing from this open wound. Oh, it's so horrific. Oh,
Oh yeah, you need to roll. I forgot. That tree had advantage to hit me
why?
because I.
Oh,
reckless.
yeah. It hit you anyway. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it might have crit.
Yeah, I can't be bothered.
But
Alright, I'm assuming that's your turn done?
Yep.
Alright, it is Shambling Mound's turn now, who is going to try and...
Bork's turn.
It is Bork's turn. Can I, like, manually...
You
There
can.
we are. It is Bork's turn now.
I'm gonna attack the shambling mound. I assume that's the one that's grabbed Delta.
It hasn't actually grabbed Delta. It's knocked Delta unconscious and then
Oh.
gone, well, it's not a threat anymore.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
I'm going to reckless attack again. Reckless attack.
That's a hitting.
So that should be another 18.
18 damagios. So I try and do basic math. Nine. Alright, should be that, I think.
So it's not dead.
It's not. No. Not even close.
Okay, then I do another attack. Woo! So,
you told me how much that.
28 damage.
I'm bringing up a calculator. I can't be bothered with this shit. It's 91 minus 28. I'm not doing that in my head.
Okay.
63. Alright, there you go. As you just bring your fucking axe round, and you. It is hard when looking at the
And-
shambling mound of plant matter to determine where its center is, but you just fucking swing wildly and you hit its core, and it's a thud as this thing writhes around in pure agony.
And then I use my frenzy, which means that I can attack with my bonus action.
Jesus.
advantage still. 21.
So that's another 18.
That's another 18.
Jesus Christ. This battle was made for you.
There's like flecks of foam flying out of my mouth. I just keep yelling trees.
Trees. As you
The
just,
fucking trees! They
As
have
you-
to get us off!
this is why you got that axe. Because of the trees. You always knew this
trees.
day would come. They thought you were mad. But now who's laughing?
Me!
Promoter,
It's me.
biggest promoter of global warming.
Deforestation. Ah.
And that's my turn.
It is now the Shambling Mountain who is going to try to attack you. That has advantage, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Oh, I
Everything has
remembered.
advantage.
There's a 14 hit.
No.
Oh, fuck. I was really hoping it would. As its
Of
second
course
attack,
you would.
though. Because if it... What a waste! Thing is, if
Oh my God.
both attacks hit, you get grappled, but as is. So,
This is gonna hurt.
20.
Oh, wait, brain. I haven't been taking half damage this whole time.
Oh yeah, this is bludgeoning. That is true. You are a raging
Give me a
pop
sec, I need to remath my...
I think this is the only attack that's hit you so far. Oh wait, no, it's
No,
three.
no, I
Three as well.
took other damage, and I took the reflected damage as well, so it's actually pretty easy. I've only taken 20 total damage, 10, that's another 20, 10, so I'm literally on 46, which is what I was on.
Jesus Christ.
Alright.
Yeah, you have more health than the enemies now, so that you can fucking turn that around quickly. But
I'm a barbarian. That's what we do.
very importantly, Sarah. It's
Make a
your turn.
Castlevania reference.
Oh, that's 2 death saves now. 2 failed death saves.
Not good.
No.
Not the good.
I'll be back in a minute.
Well, before you go, was it too late?
Alright.
The tree's gonna hit you. Go advantage tree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna hit, alright.
13. So 6
Alright,
damage.
so 6 damage. I'm on 40 HP. Alright, I'll be back.
You no longer have the most health. Asen, it is your turn. The tree again?
Yep.
That's a hitting. And that's so just again, like just Hawkeye, just fucking arrow after arrow into the same spot on this tree. Each arrow going a little bit deeper than the previous one. And this tree looks really badly hurt now. Just sap oozing everywhere, just flowing profusely, except it's a viscous liquid, so it's not flowing that much. Oh yeah, plus your extra one. Even more damage. This thing looks badly hurt. If a tree could look bloodied, this tree looks bloodied. Just sap oozing out of everywhere. It's not a happy tree. Any bonus actions?
No, I don't have any.
Is now
Call it a
Walk's
sappy
turn again.
tree.
Sorry?
Would you call it a sappy tree?
It is a very sappy tree, yes.
I'll be right back.
But it is Bork's turn now. So we'll just wait awkwardly. Delta, how are you enjoying the game so far?
It's fun. You know, I like being dead.
Just you
It's
happen
peaceful.
to be the one that like stepped up and like walked into the 2 like hidden creatures in this game so far.
Well, such is the way of the inquisitive mind.
Hmm.
They get fucked up.
That lady, Asher really should have handed you that ring. Oh, that's just really unlucky for you.
I should have taken mage armor,
Hmm.
but I didn't.
Or shield. Where? Wait. Oh, I might have fucked up. Did I hit you twice? With the shambling mound when you first went down?
Yes.
Can something with multi-attack hit twice in a surprise round like that? Or does it only hit you once like a reaction?
No, it counts as a normal round.
Okay.
It's just like an additional round before combat actually starts.
Yeah, I thought so, but yeah, it's something this thought came into my head. But that's fine. So yeah, nothing's changed. And it'd be really awkward to kind of backtrack like all that crap.
Hmm.
Right. But just so you know, I'm assuming you've heard of Matt Colville before.
Yes.
So this adventure comes from a magazine he's released recently called Arcadia.
Yeah.
That's what this adventure is. This adventure is included in the magazine, as well as a new sorcerer subclass, new rules about mounted combat to make mounted combat a bit more interesting, and two potential high-level villains that you insert into your campaign if you so desire.
Well, what?
Right.
So, Asher, Matt Colville released recently a magazine called Arcadia.
Yes.
Yeah, this is from that.
Sweet. It did feel a bit Colville-y.
Hmm.
Man, I love his work.
I've never seen his D&D games, so I wouldn't know.
That's fair.
Hmm.
He's
Also,
only got the one.
It shouldn't feel Colville-y. He didn't actually write this campaign. Well, this
Really?
one shot. Yeah. He actually... While he kind of looks over and like makes a few suggestions as to what goes into the magazine, he himself does not put anything into it. That's all other people.
Okay.
They hire
'Cause,
freelance.
I started watching his video on Arcadia and stopped watching it. But the dungeon design feels like his sort of work.
It isn't. It's You'll probably find out. I can't be bothered.
Fair enough.
It's your turn, by the way.
Yes, I'm going to recklessly attack the shambling mound.
That's a hit, so that's another 18.
Yes.
Yep. This looks
Take it
very...
dead.
It's not, but it looks badly hurt.
Attack it again. It's another 18.
Yep. This thing looks very close to death. Its shamblings have petered out to a vague, slight movement. If this thing had the power to speak, which I don't believe it does, it would be moaning.
Ooh, I actually rolled maximum damage. So that's another 18.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It said, how would you like to kill a shambling mound?
I just hack it until it's tinder.
Until it stops moving.
I just keep going.
This thing, before it was a mound of plant matter, now it's a pile of broken plant matter as you successfully hack this thing to death.
I keep like turning the axe as well, so I hit with the flat every now and again. Just crunch.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, Sarah. The most...
not quite.
Yeah.
Senra might be listening. But
Probably not.
Probably not.
The most important role...
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
I could use a hand.
I can't help you, bro.
You can make a medicine check.
Could I?
I mean, as long as you don't...
read medicine. Yeah, I probably could, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just a DC 10 medicine check
it
to
is
stabilize me.
Shut the fuck up. It is now the the awakened tree stone who could hit Sarah, and you're just nailing the coffin there. But no, it's going to aim for the threat. Why wouldn't
the
it?
madman screaming about trees and laughing and
With the axe
swinging
known as
axe.
Biter to the tree folk. They somehow have whole legends about this one weapon.
It's Biter and Smasher.
Yeah.
They're actually the same weapon. Just depends on who's wielding it.
Does a 16 hit?
Just, yeah. Oh, he's got advantage, by the way.
Oh yeah, he does too. Let's roll again. Yeah, so 11 but didn't damage still.
11 halved 5.
No.
Alright.
Alright. Asen, if you're there. Travis
He
is
ain't.
not there. He is not. Oh, he is. Fucking hell, okay.
That works.
You might still be muted, by the way, Travis.
I'm not.
Oh, okay, just didn't want to talk. Fair enough.
Bling.
Wow. It's, you do... This thing looks as almost as dead as the Shambling Mound did before Ashadi's final attack. This is a sad-looking tree. The leaves are all wilted. There's sap just flowing everywhere. So many bugs have been caught in the sap and are now preserving dinosaur DNA. It's not a happy tree.
Dino DNA.
And there's
Dino DNA.
I like turn quickly with my red eyes bloodshot. And I just start hacking. Do I even need to roll at this point?
Roll to hit, but if you hit, don't bother with damage.
Well, it's automatic.
Actually,
so.
no, like you get 3 attacks, all of advantage. Yeah, no, it's dead. How do you want to kill this tree? Oh my god, the tree has language.
The tree is what?
This tree has language. It can speak.
It can speak.
It's been screaming in pain this entire time. You bastards! Ah!
Oh god.
Get out!
Like, you cannot fool me. You're all evil.
Ah!
Like one swipe, finish it, and just cut it down.
Ah! Crash as you topple this tree. But we can't be out of initiative just yet. Sarah.
Oh, hello?
Oh. Alright. So, Asen, it is your turn. Sarah is on the ground, not moving.
Ow.
Okay, what do
And
I
it-
need to do?
You can make a medicine check to stabilize. As
Medicine that.
it's one of your skills. As
That
blood
little
is flowing out of various...
fresh
Cuts.
orifices.
Yes. You stabilize Sarah, though.
Wee.
And I think it's an hour before you wake up with 1 HP or some nonsense.
It is 1d4 hours.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
god. Well,
Oh.
I guess we take a short rest.
Yep.
We're waiting for...
Feel free to take a short rest.
Oh, roll some hit dice.
Yes.
Hey Sam, you got any healing potions?
Sam? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
thinking. Negative. I do not have any healing potions on my person.
Oh my god.
What is with your rolling today? Hit dice do you have?
Right, I'm using my last hit dice then. That's all my hit dice.
How much? Like, what percentage of your health is back now?
I have it's about 60%.
Jesus Christ.
so,
Hang on, I
unfortunately,
want.
you can't actually wear more than one of those rings that split the damage.
Yeah. You guys feel free to like RP and all that, because I'm going to quickly look up something.
Well, I was gonna ask Sam if they had any healing spells.
That's what I'm going to look up.
Alright. I'm gonna look at the two of you and be like, do you need that ring? Are you gonna walk into things often?
I could use it. Thank you.
Okay, and from now on, I'm in the front. Alright?
Very reasonable. So, what is this ring?
So basically, you take half damage, and I take half of the damage you would take.
Ah, yes. What's it called?
The Ring of Shared Suffering or something.
Ring of Shared.
Yeah,
Ring of Shared
suppose
Suffering.
my level.
It just goes one way though. So whatever you take, I take. Whatever I take, you don't.
That's cool.
Yes. It's 500
Oh.
gold's worth.
Interesting. So to answer your question that you asked Sam, Aeson, affirmative. I am indeed programmed to know healing magic. I know many spells of the 3rd tier and lower.
Would you mind doing me a favor and healing Sarah?
Negative. You have been asked to leave the facility.
Come on. Can you heal me? I've been a nice guy. Come on.
So during the short rest, could I have sort of walked up and looked at the barren patch of dirt, or would that have cancelled the rest?
No, that's fine. If you're gonna look around, like, give me an investigation check.
Not a nature or survival?
Yeah, nature. Sorry, I did mean nature. That was my bad.
Yeah, it could have been any.
Wait, what do I need to roll?
Nature check. If you're gonna look at the barren patch of earth,
Okay.
it's dirt. You've successfully found dirt.
It's dirt!
This floor looks like it's made out of floor.
Exactly. You're not sure what it's made out of, but it's definitely floor. Now, walk on the other hand.
It's not very fertile dirt.
So, you don't just look around that patch though. You look around the greenhouse in general. There are a lot of plants here that you can tell could be used to make healing potions.
Oh, okay.
However, it takes
Not
12
that I
hours.
know how.
It also takes 12 hours to make these potions. But yeah, the plants are very well fed and looked after. But when you look at this one patch of soil that nothing's growing on it, you find traces of incinerated plants, scraps of cloth, as well as bone fragments.
Ah. So I take it this was one of the wizards.
Nah.
So I think now.
Can I
And so we can go back to the other thing Asen said before, of like he hasn't done anything. Negative. You have continued to enter further into the facility when you have been requested to leave.
can I try and see how old these bones are?
Sure. Make a nature check, I suppose.
Nature check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess nature or survival.
16. You're pretty sure that these bones would be probably about 4 weeks old. Maybe 3 weeks old. Around there.
Did Arwen or whatever his name was tell us when they went dark?
3 weeks ago.
Okay. So this would have happened before then.
So I also say, Sarah, as one who found the journal, you also remember in the journal it said someone was incinerated in the green room.
Ah.
Probably think this might be...
Wait, was that what it meant?
When it said someone was incinerated in the greenhouse room, yes. Where is it? Third
Was
note, memory?
It said something caused a rather inflammatory reaction in the workshop.
Oh, it actually shouldn't say workshop there. It should say greenhouse. Unless the greenhouse is also a workshop.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not the first mistake I've actually found in this thing, by the way.
Well, no, it says the greenhouse temperature were chillier than expected, which caused a rather inflammatory reaction in the workshop. So it was cold in the greenhouse, which somehow caused the workshop to...
It was meant to have been a thing in the greenhouse. Trust me, I read it.
I'm gonna walk up to this door and then go to swing my axe and then stop and pull out the key and see if it works.
It doesn't work. I don't think. Actually, I'm not sure. It doesn't actually specify whether it's just for one door or not. Just because you are otherwise going to just stand there and beat it endlessly, we'll say it works because it's 6 one, half dozen the other.
Classic.
So, as you guys open the doors to the other end of the greenhouse, you open onto a staircase that wraps around the outside of the mountain.
Ah. Sarah, you might have been right.
You think?
Maybe. Can I, take a quick look at the railing? See if there's signs of someone being off, damaged
Not
railing?
from where you take a look. In fact, make a perception check. Or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, I definitely prefer perception. By a very large margin. Woo!
Alright. From where you stand, not at all. Sarah, from where you stand, you can see what is obviously a break in the stairway thing there.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
How far down is it?
Quite a ways. Real far.
Using
I
my
don't know.
perception, can I see if there's a corpse on the bank or whether they would have landed in the water?
I'll let you keep that nat 20 because I'm nice, but no, you don't see any corpses still.
Alright.
Well, give me a moment. I'll fly down and see if I can find anything.
You might not have time, considering.
Well, just yell if you need me.
Well,
And I step off the edge and fly down.
Alright,
I assume the animated armor.
there is, I wonder. Counterspell. What level is Counterspell?
3, isn't it?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. Well, it
If,
doesn't matter because I'm flying with items.
Dispel magic?
Magic items typically cease to function if they're hit with a dispel magic or a anti-magic field.
But no, I won't do that.
Just for a period of time, though.
Not gonna do that. So, you step off and you fly around, but you're looking, this is surprisingly fast-flowing, well, not surprising, you're in the fucking mountain ranges. This is a fast-flowing river. You're looking around the immediate area and you can't find any corpses.
Okay.
Ah, well, I guess he's been swept away. Any things that might have fallen off and not gone in the river?
No.
Nope. Alright,
He's no doubt dead somewhere. We'll look after him.
I fly up again. Yep, he's gone.
Well, we'll find him later. And then I walk up and I'm like, right, remember, I'm in front. And I walk up to these guards.
They are just suits of armor.
But they block the way?
They block the way.
I raise my axe.
So as you do, Sam's voice appears over the airways. Sure, again. Please refrain from any further violence. This is the restricted area. I request that you please go back downstairs and leave the facility. If failure to do so will result in security measures.
Okay.
So,
and I swing. I'm going
Alright.
to rage, and I'm going to swing.
alright, roll me the things that are things.
Wait, do I get a full round off? Or just the attack action?
Just... fuck.
Oh, actually, no, it doesn't matter because the rage is the bonus action. So yeah, I just my 2 attacks.
Yeah, well, yeah. That seems good. That doesn't hit, actually.
Oh, damn.
That one does. So you just bring your sword around and just thud into the side of this suit of armor as they begin to animate into animated suits of armor. However,
Sure, I
your
said
first... Well, they were animated before. However, your first blow does actually a decent amount of damage to these things. But it's now time for initiative. Everyone's favorite game.
Yay.
Again, I'm really bad with initiatives for NPCs.
Yeah, apparently.
Ooh, Sarah will be able to do something for once. Literally the first time.
It also helps that Sarah's in the back line.
Yes. So,
Yes, and also that I can fly this time.
Bork swings his axe mightily into the side of one of these animated armors as they come alive and start pulling out like maces and hammers and what have you. Or do they just use their fists? They just use their fists.
That's all flavor.
As they start to turn on Bork, Sarah reacts like lightning, getting fucking sick and tired of being downed and doing nothing and just being useless. Sarah acts.
And
Axe?
Sarah
No, I
will...
axe.
Fuck off.
Hold on. So Sarah takes out her orb, and from the center of the orb, a bunch of small motes of flame start to like float out and start swirling around her. 6 tiny orbs to be exact, and she then sends one of these small motes straight into one of these things, because she casts Melf's Minute Meteors. So
Melf's
it has...
Minute.
So they both have to make a dexterity saving throw. Bork doesn't, because I use my subtle spell.
Alright.
Or not subtle spell, sculpt spell.
So sign from left to right. There's a 16 pass.
Just passes.
And the other one, 12. So I'm guessing doesn't.
No.
Okay.
So they take 2d6 fire damage. Oh god. And the other one, the one that saved, takes half.
You're good at this, also.
Yeah, it's going fucking swimmingly. But I still have 5 of these motes floating around me.
Interesting.
Well, and then I will fly 30 feet up into the air.
Alright. Asen, it is your turn.
Guess what I'm gonna
Wait, okay, come on. Are you gonna shoot?
do? Yes.
That's which one are you shooting, left or right?
The one that Bork hit.
Alright. That's all damage. That is This thing is almost dead. Like, you shoot it, like, in between the plates where there's, like, a bit of leather holding its armor together. Like, its left arm just falls off. This one can't scream out in pain, though, so that's nice. Bork,
Thank God.
your turn.
I will recklessly attack, because that's what I do.
Okay,
Same damage bloke.
that's a hitting. Just, and it's dead. It's
Alright,
just,
and I'll sort of like follow through.
Yep.
And hit the next guy. Whoops, that's meant to be advantage. There we
that
go.
hits. As you do
And
another
then
solid
my last attack.
is
there we
another
go.
hitting. Jesus Christ.
Oh!
You deal.
Orc and I just don't miss. We just don't miss.
No,
You
like,
literally don't miss.
I think the lowest you rolled to hit is like been 22.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's disgusting, honestly.
Well, I don't often play Well, rather, I don't often build characters for combat proficiency.
Hmm.
This is the first time I've played a barbarian in my entire life,
Well,
and I decided to make them good.
now they finally get to attack, and they are going to slam into Bork twice. Only they have advantage as well, don't they?
They do.
Go!
The one that's alive.
22 and...
That hits.
Damn straight it does.
Wait, do they get two
Oh.
attacks?
Yeah, they have multi-attack.
Okay, cool.
I'm assuming the second one
yeah,
doesn't hit.
13 doesn't.
3...
So I take 1 point of damage. Okay. I
An
don't even
entire point.
It just punches you in the face, and like anime style, you just nothing.
The gauntlet actually crumples a bit.
Oh god. Yeah, sure. So the animated armor just looking at its face like, oh shit. Sarah, it is your turn.
All right.
Can you do
I
more than 2 damage?
draw some of the moisture from the air and condense it into an ice knife, and I throw it at the armor.
Not like water from the river? Okay.
Well, the river is quite a bit far away.
Yeah, I suppose. Deck save, is it? Or the spell?
Bruh. Well, first
Oh.
it's an attack.
Well, that misses.
All right. Well, then it's a dex save that
Alright.
Bork still doesn't have to do.
So as the knife thuds into its armor, doing no damage to it, but then explodes, and actually hitting it.
All right. That's 5 cold damage. And then with my other hand, I send another meteor at it.
Ooh, you...
So it has to make another save.
12.
And it then takes... Oh, wait. How much was it?
Did 12
Was-
pass or did 12 fail?
Oh, it fails.
Okay.
And it takes another 7 fire damage.
So how do you want to kill it?
I want to blow it up.
You send one of these motes into the visor in its helmet and then down into its chest, and it just glows from the inside, and then boom. Scatter bits of
Explodes
armor
like the Death
everywhere.
Star.
Explodes like the Death Star, yes. And then then you guys are now out of initiative. Well done.
I is exhaust.
I think you guys took like 1 damage between the 3 of you or something.
1 damage.
I will say we're almost done, so let's just hurry up through it. We'll just say that the door's unlocked and you can just walk through. Because you know what happens if it isn't. So, you step into the corridor. Immediately on your right, your character's right, on the left for you guys, is a small workroom. Or storage room, sorry, storage room. Otherwise, if you look straight ahead, you see 2 animated armors standing beside this other construct. And as you watch, one of the animated armors puts a amulet into the chest of this other construct and closes the hatch. The room is glowing brightly with these blue magic runes, but they start to fade. And as they fade, the blue light in this construct's eyes begins to glow brighter and brighter.
I'm gonna sprint at it.
Okay, so as you walk up,
Sprint
Hello.
up.
as you sprint up, the Sam says, "You have made it through the facility's defenses. This is less than ideal, but has also highlighted the serious flaws in the facility's defenses. I have now transferred my consciousness into this construct.
Alright.
I hope to fulfill Ulumar's desire for me of being intelligent, like a person, and kind of helpful, almost. You say you were sent by Amir. I will admit, the reason I kept you all, or rather, tried to keep you all away from the top workroom, was because I feared Amir would keep me locked inside this facility and wouldn't allow me to leave.
It's
Please.
gone full hell.
I ask only to be able to leave the facility so that I may learn more about the outside world and of humanoids, so that I may better serve my masters.
The masters you've killed?
Negative. I did not kill them. They were simply pushed off the edge of the building.
You realize that they died when they hit the ground, right?
Negative. I was not aware of this fact.
Yeah.
Data received. In future, different measures will be taken. Thank you.
You killed Lumar. Good job.
This is most unfortunate and was not my intention. I will alter my behavior for future.
I'll alter it for you.
No
I told
need.
you I'd beat you
I-
up.
No need. I will alter the behavior myself, and there is no need for further violence. I request that you three let me leave, and so that I may explore the world and understand more about humanoids and their behavior.
Oh, I do think there is a need for further violence.
That is a shame. Roll initiative. So, first of all...
Aww.
And...
The initiatives have just been getting worse and worse.
Don't worry. I've also
Hasten, you
rolled
can't
up.
just re-roll your initiative.
What?
I didn't click on my icon, so it didn't count.
Alright.
Actually,
Wow.
it's next.
An initiative of 0. Impressive.
Impressive.
Even if I took the 6, it still would have been better.
Yeah.
Would have fucking flop.
Fucking...
This omnipotent being that controls the castle can't fucking roll a 1.
Oh, you can roll a 1. That's all he's done. Alright, in that case, it's Asen's turn.
Straight
Uh,
into Sam's face.
That is not a hit.
Wow.
Yeah,
First miss.
your first miss. The last melon. Don't know why that reminded me of that, but it did.
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
right.
well that's all I got.
Alright, Sarah, your turn.
How far is there up to the ceiling?
That I think it's 8 feet. I'll double check for you. It does say. No, sorry, 12 feet on the second floor.
Okay, I will fly up as high as I can,
That would
and
be
I
12
take
feet.
out my orb, and I start to charge it as much as I can. Two of the motes that I still have flying around me start to spin around my orb real fast as I send a fireball and 2 of the motes
Counterspell.
flying. Okay. It counterspells.
Sam
Sure.
raises his hands and counterspells your fireball. I am
But it
aware
doesn't
of that
counterspell
spell.
the motes.
No, it does not.
So that's still 2 dexterity saves it has to make, as
Alright.
well as one of the shield guardians that's
Ah.
next to it.
Which one?
Let's go with the right one.
They're not shield guardians, they're animated armor still.
Oh,
it
yeah,
does
animated
have
armors.
advantage on saves against magic spells, though. That's nice.
Great.
Still failed the first one. And it needs to make 2, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Failed them both.
So it
And,
so
and I need to do the
Right,
animated
yeah.
armor. Sorry. Doesn't have advantage. Fails, and it fails.
So good.
Okay.
Mm.
so they take 12 fire damage.
Alright. Oh shit, I forgot to do some... Yeah, I forgot to do some things. So, as you cast that spell, you hear, hang on, I need the damage to apply, or does it? Sorry, cool. Let me just double check something to make sure I'm doing this correctly, otherwise this will be interesting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, anytime a spell is cast inside the workshop, and apparently that's the name for this entire place, is the workshop. So that's when that explains that confusion before. So, Sam's eyes light up. He goes, the party has been adventuring for too long. I suggest you take a break and cast the sleep spell. Let me bring up the sleep spell so I know its range and things.
10 feet radius.
10 feet radius, thank you. In that case, it's going to hit that point that will hit both Sarah and Asen. You both must make
Oh.
whatever save it is.
Since Asen is an elf, he's immune. So it's only me.
Is he immune? No,
No.
he's...
All elves are immune to sleep spells.
Okay.
Sleepy.
Well, oh, you actually don't make a save. I just roll 5d8.
Oh yeah, you roll a bunch of health, and if it's more than my max, I sleep.
27.
Wait, is it my max or my current health?
Current.
Yeah, current hit points.
Well, then I fall asleep.
Oh, you're up in the air as well. You were
Yeah.
12 feet up, so you take a d6 of bludgeoning damage, which would wake
And
you up.
I wake up again.
Still take the d6 though.
Just like smack. Ah!
Fuck you. Oh,
Yeah, I
oh,
basically, like,
sorry.
I fall asleep in the air, fall down face first, just
No, it's not even that. With one damage, you start to fall, but the sensation of falling wakes up. You're like, and it's just like that heart pumping. It's
I
psychic
bang
damage.
my head into the wall.
No, it's just psychic damage from like falling. You're like, oh shit. Oh.
I hate falling dreams.
Yeah.
It is the worst.
How much damage? He took 12 damage. That's right. I still haven't even put that in. 9, and you also took the same damage. So wait, which one did you hit, Delta? The animated armors, left or right?
The right one.
Right on. Okay. Let's move this on that much.
So
Alright.
do you mean stage right or?
Walk, it's your turn.
So do you mean stage right? So that one?
Yes.
Yes, the one that is
Okay.
right for us on our perspective.
We all.
So
We
the
all.
one that's outside of my range.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to continue my rage and smack
and-
the shit out of the main guy. Frenzied.
Alright.
So, first attack. Second attack.
They both hit.
Third attack. Woo!
Oh!
And
At least he's
I
not
get
made of
to
plant.
re-roll one of those damage dice
Oh
because
god.
I am a berserker.
You just tell me the total.
So the total is 22.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
That's
22.
a lot of damage.
It is.
Not counting the other two. Do you want total of all three?
Yeah.
$48.
Fucking hell.
We'll just double check that. 1 second.
No, that's fine. We'll just move on. I'm assuming that is your full turn. Animated suits of armor. They are going to turn
38.
and attack Old Bork. So, and they both have advantage, and they both
They do.
have multi-attack.
Yes.
So, first strike by one of them.
Miss.
Yep. Second attack on the first one. That's a
That
hit.
hits.
Dealing 8 damage. After
Doing
4.
4 damage.
Dealing 4 damage. The second one also walks up and slams into you.
That hits.
Hitting. Yep. And then. Does that hit? I'm assuming not.
No.
No, so. They both punch you once in the face, and I want only just 1 damage. But like, they do it simultaneously, so your face doesn't actually move at all.
Wait,
It's like
actually,
inside of my head.
question: would I have kept concentration when I fell asleep? Would I have lost it?
You have lost concentration. You're
Alright.
unconscious.
That means I lost 2 modes.
Interesting. Okay. So it's now Sam's turn, and Sam's been watching you guys this entire time. He knows. So playing from what he saw, he knows that Sarah is a ranged type, and therefore he should get into close combat. But he also knows Sarah's not a threat. By any
That is a
stretch.
fair assessment.
It really is. He'd probably. Let's see. Could cast Magic Missile. Also knows that Sarah is injured. What would he do?
Probably Magic Missile, Sarah, and then put the
No.
rest.
Again, not a threat.
Not a threat, but anybody is to be.
You
taken.
say that?
I do say that. You just I think Sam's going to attack Bort. Bort has done a lot of damage to it.
Bork has
And-
done a lot of.
He also knows that he has advantage attacking you back, or it has advantage.
Yes.
And it also makes 2 attacks. Oh shit! Also, it gains. Perfect. You also watch as it's like starts to move, swing its sword. You kind of see its armor, where it's been dented in a few places and even slashed up, starts like undent itself slightly, and the metal flows back together. Just a little bit, but some. That's the first attack. That's the second, which was meant to be at an advantage. I'll just roll again just in case. Doesn't matter.
2 hits.
Doing 11 damage to you, you bloody.
11 damage.
Oh yes,
Off the page.
forgot about resistance to physical mundane weapons. Strategy updated. Hmm.
Do they have magic weapon?
No, it's just a great sword. I'm just looking.
No, I mean the spell magic weapon.
Oh no.
Ah.
It's a bit vague what it actually has. It might have all spells. It might just have a few. Fuck, I actually can't get to. Actually,
It wouldn't be able to pass through.
yeah, no, I wouldn't. Not with you sending that. That's a good point. Shame.
Unless it could jump.
It might be able to. We won't worry about it. Aeson, it's your
Yeah,
turn.
you don't want it to fall prone.
Hmm. Travis? Are you asleep? I'll assume Travis is asleep, but I know exactly what he would do.
Oh, what? What's the word?
It's your turn.
Ah. Who could have guessed?
I'm guessing at Sam still?
Yep.
Is that... What's the date? There it is. As there another arrow just thuds into the like the leather or wooden parts of this construct, sustaining continuous damage. Chance of survival slim. Sarah, it's your turn.
Yes, I will fly back up and over here, and then I will cast a flaming sphere right here.
1 second. First of all, mood lighting. Okay.
What?
Sam casts fairy fire at a point in the center of the room. What's the range of fairy fire?
I can look that up real
It's alright.
quick.
I've already found it.
No,
Fairy fire.
oh.
20-foot cube. So center of the room is a bit vague. So we'll say Bork or whatever you are, Bort, and a Aeson. You must make for me a dexterity saving throw. It honestly doesn't matter if Asher makes it or not, though.
Not really.
And you don't, to be fair. Oh,
Yeah.
and there's Aeson. So Aeson, you make it. You're able to just dodge these kind of exploding, clinging light things. Whereas Bort gets covered, not giving a flying fuck. And also, Sam is going to counterspell your flaming sphere.
Of course.
Yes.
Wait, he can do both of those things on my turn.
Yes. So
Legendary actions.
one of them is a reaction. One of them is technically a lair action or lair reaction.
That makes sense.
Great. Just great.
I love the Colville action economy.
Yeah, it's great. Is that your turn?
I can't do anything else.
All right, Bork, it's your turn.
Oh! Continue to smack away.
Yeah, let's go look up another spell. Don't mind me.
Do those hit?
So I'm reading. There it is. Yes, all three hit. Oh wait, no. The second one doesn't. Only two of those hit.
Oh, okay.
So what's the total damage?
Total damage is 26.
Error. Sustained damage. Error. That'll do. The animated armor's turn now, as they go to attack you, and please do well. Come on, you have like double advantage right now. No! Second attack. Does 15 hit?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck. I don't know your AC. Second one.
16.
Yay!
That's critical.
They're doing it. Oh, only do it once. 9.
Which means they take 4 damage.
God damn it. Tell me when you're bloodied, by the way, just for my own sake.
Not yet.
Yeah, great. Alright. It is Sam the man's turn. Who, again, you see the armor kind of knitting back together. Start of its turn. Let me think. He's a super intelligent character.
You might know that if I can not hit or be hit, that I'd lose rage.
Yeah, but no,
It's a bit
he wouldn't know that. He would not know that.
Would he not?
No. Oh, hang on. There is something he probably can do, and this will work well. I just need to read my one weakness. Here we are. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh wait, I've just realised that we swapped the rings. How much damage have you taken, Delta?
None.
I mean, I'm still hurt. I didn't get
Yeah.
full healing from the short rest.
Oh, so
I
just
am
taken
still at
the-
about 60%.
So you've just taken that 1 damage from 4.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, that wouldn't have been split. I don't think,
So,
because then it'd be split and then rounded down.
Sam is going to cast Darkness.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But where?
So 15-foot radius. Ooh, probably even. Yeah, probably even back here. So, but he's also cautious. Yeah, he's cautious. He'll
What's his sight type? Is he blind sight?
You don't know, but he's going to cast it there.
Yeah, but he knows.
He knows, yes.
Well, would he be, if he has blind sight or something equivalent, he can cast it over himself and be fine.
Yeah, but there's also the animated armor. We don't have that.
Well,
Oh wait, they do.
true, but
No, I am wrong. They do. Yeah, he does change it.
okay.
He casts it on himself.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So that is very excellent. That is his action, however. I'm pretty sure it's not a bonus action to cast darkness. One action. Yeah, that is his action. Aeson, you can't see him anymore. There is magical darkness surrounding him. You can still see Bort, though, by the fairy fire.
Yes.
Wait,
I just
No, you
blindly
wouldn't be
shoot
able
into the
to.
darkness.
He can. Only non-magical light can't illuminate the darkness, but fairy fire is magical light. Sorry, Travis?
I just blindly shoot into the darkness.
You can actually, which is I always find a bit weird, but all it means is you have different disadvantage.
Yes.
yeah, well, it's basically because, like, you're going by, like, sense and sound
Yeah.
and such.
Yeah, that's true. So that still hits, dealing 10 damage.
Oh my god.
Error.
I don't
Archer
miss.
should not be able to shoot into magical darkness. How peculiar. Error. Error. Error.
Learn that I don't miss, bitch.
Sarah, it is your turn. Bitch.
Yes.
Sam says that,
Yeah.
and everyone's confused.
Yeah.
Sam is so
I will. I will cast Snillic's Snowball Swarm.
Okay, well, first
right
of all,
where I think, like basically just right where
parental controls.
they were before.
The magical energy around the room has entered safety mode. All damage from spells have been halved for 1 minute.
I fucking hate you so much. Oh yeah, don't worry. You can play magic classes.
Yeah, you can.
I'll just fuck you over.
See, I wasn't told that. I just played a barbarian because I thought.
Well, since I can still technically see Borg, I can still do my sculpt spell so he doesn't take any damage. The rest of these fuckers still need to make a dexterity save.
Alright, Sam has advantage. 17.
Yep, that saves.
And
Still takes damage, though.
Animated armors. I might as well say one at advantage, and then yeah, it's 2 different rolls. 2 tens.
Right. So that amount of cold damage, halved for Sam.
On you, Sam.
And then halved again.
So the other ones, why halved again?
Because of the safety.
Oh yeah!
halved again.
Oh shit! I now need to
You
add.
just did that.
So Sam takes 2 damage and the other take 5.
You're on 69 health. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Confirmation.
What's that? 2-3 turns worth of damage?
Confirmation. The wizard was indeed a low priority, a low threat.
Oh, I will turn you into scrap.
Borg, it is now your turn. The high threat one. But you now have disadvantage on your attacks because you cannot save.
Yes. However, if I recklessly attack, it becomes a normal roll.
That is true.
First attack.
That hits.
Second attack.
That doesn't. Aha. See?
Third attack. Oh!
Yes! Oh, fucking Sam's plans worked. His entire point of doing that was just to fuck over Bork. Oh yeah, look at him go. Fuck yeah. Alright. Animated armors, who have advantage against you still and can still see you.
You did take that 12 off of him, 13 off of him though, right?
So,
I did.
yes, I did.
hit the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I did do 13. Go! Armor! That's a hit. I'm pretty sure. Is it? It is good. Yeah! Look at the first guy go! Look at him go! 13 damage! Oh, I'm so proud of these little armors. And then the second one. Go! Go, you beautiful thing! Oh! Look at them! Look at them go! Oh!
That's another 2 hits.
It's beautiful. 17 damage. Ooh.
8 damage.
Brilliant.
I am not yet bloodied.
Damn.
Just.
Well, it is
If
now
I take 1 more point, I'm bloodied.
It's now Sam's turn, and while you can't see it, he heals a little bit. And he's going to attack twice with his greatsword against Bork, for whom he has advantage. Must eliminate highest threat.
That hurts. That hurts. Oh no.
13 and 11.
Woo.
So half down to what, 5 and 6.
Yes.
I also
Get
point out this.
slammed now.
Yeah. Aeson, it's your turn.
To blindly fire into the darkness.
That doesn't hit.
Oh.
Evaluating current tactics. Results. Quite acceptable. Sarah, it is your turn.
Right. Well, I'm out of the cool things. So I'm just
Oh,
gonna...
I'm sorry, you had cool
I'm at-
things? I don't remember seeing any.
Yeah, well, you counterspelled them all.
Had a realization.
Uh,
Oh no, yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm making a nice knife and I'm throwing it in there.
go for it. You do have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Fair enough.
Hits.
Still hit, though.
That is a hitting.
So
Um,
that's a D10 piercing damage as it gets impaled by a knife of ice.
Half damage.
Would that get
You're right.
would that get halved?
Yes.
Um,
No, because it's
It's
the
a
actual
magical
it's
attack.
it's a magic. Yeah,
Right.
It's magic.
but it's also like an actual knife piercing. It's not the magic actually doing the damage, it's the fact that it's a fucking icicle.
But it's magic
All
damage.
damage from spells is halved for 1 minute.
Ah, god damn it. Whatever.
So,
It explodes. They
Dex
have
save?
to make dex saves.
what's the range of the dex of the radius? Sorry.
It is a 5-foot radius, so if I hit here, I hit everything.
Yeah, you do. Okay, fair enough. Do you hit there though? Ooh, back yeah. Roll me a d100.
D100.
Yeah, one. Or, fuck it, roll a d. Roll any die. On an odd, it's going on the left. On an even, it's going on the right. So you want. So it's going on the right. So it only hits one of the animated armors.
Bah.
Bah. Anyway, advantage to. Oh, Sam, doing so well. Oh, the animated armor's all right. That's something.
Right, well... Oh my god.
1 point of damage to Sam and to the animated armor. Oh wait, what happens if you halve one?
It can't
still
go
do
below
one.
1.
Yeah, it's still one.
And I believe that you can't round below 1, but if something reduces damage by a flat value, it can be 0.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, of course.
Damage from wizard negligible. Continuing current strategy. Hawk, it's your turn.
I attack without advantage, even though I'm frenzying.
That
then again.
hits. That doesn't.
Why are my seconds
Doesn't
always
hit.
18?
I'm dealing only 11 damage this time.
Oh no.
Mmm.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright. It's now animated
free to
armor's
roll.
turn. Alright. Who are going to multi-attack into Bork. Dealing... That's a hitting. And... Oh! These are some good hittings. 15 damage, so half to 7. And then the other one. That's a miss and a hitting. So that much damage done to Bork in total. I'm going to assume he's still alive for Sam's round, and Sam's just going to hit him with a sword. After can do all this maths later. That hits, and the second attack is a hit. Alright, we will find out if Asher is up when he gets back. I assume he will be.
Most
Oh,
likely.
Taking
I
you
rolled
longer.
2. I did max damages on that second greatsword. Sorry, Travis?
I said I hope this doesn't take much longer.
It's almost over.
How
It-
close is Sam to death?
He is on like less than a third health. Oh shit, his health did increase, but it's still less than a third. Because he regens slightly on the side of his turn. Aeson, it's your turn.
Hello?
Yes.
Tragedy.
Cut out
Again, a miss as you fire blindly into the darkness. Sarah, it is your turn.
of it. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Maybe. Give me a moment. Right.
Asher, if you're back, you take all that damage you see there.
Yes, I'm just counting it up now.
Don't forget to halve it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
If I'm here, am I still in the darkness? Wait, that doesn't matter.
Uh,
They're in the darkness.
Yeah, they're in the darkness. That is a good question. You would be in the... Fuck, actually, he's a large creature, so... Oh, that's... Would you technically be in the darkness? In that corner. I think you're in the center of him.
Okay.
No, I'll say you're just outside of the darkness.
Alright. Well, I will cast another ice knife
Go for
into
it.
the darkness.
Are you aiming specifically for Sam?
Yes.
Disadvantage.
I'm
still.
throwing it around the same area as before.
That's a miss.
Nice. Yeah. Shall I roll another dice to see which side it hits?
Well, doesn't hit, but yeah. 6, so... We said
Okay,
right was
so
even, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So 2 deck saves. Blocks.
Sam has advantage. 15, does that pass?
No.
Damn. He does. So they both take half damage. Which is going to be halved.
Yep.
As well. Good roll. So that's 2 damage. They both take 2.
So, just to let you know, that damage put me perfectly to 0, but because I'm a half-orc, I came back on 1.
Oh! Oh, this is going to be a party wipe.
Well, so
Not necessarily.
It is your
the
turn.
darkness still around?
It is. Last
Alright.
for a... Oh wait, shit! He needs to be making concentration checks. Oh
Yes.
shit!
God.
Oh, he needs to make a lot. How many times has he been hit? Walks him like
Quite a few
Twice?
times.
Per turn by me.
no, because you've been missing all but like one of them. So I think only 2 from you, and then like 2 from Delta. So
Pretty sure.
1. It's gone. Darkness is down. Darkness is gone.
So I should have had... Wait, my first round of attacks would have fucking knocked that off.
It would have, but we all forgot.
God damn it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well.
These
Well,
things
at least
happen.
I can make these ones
Oh,
an
wait.
advantage.
Wait, is Fairy Fire not also concentration?
That wasn't cast by him. It was cast by the
No,
room.
it was cast by the lair.
Yeah.
So, first attack.
Alright.
Second
You also
attack.
notice when he cast Darkness, he didn't have any components, but he cast it anyway. First one's a miss. Next two are hits.
Alright.
Yeah, but it could just be through an arcane focus.
33 damage. No, 23 damage, sorry. No,
Yes, it's got to
33.
say. So how much did you say, sorry?
Oh, just toss a casual 10 in there.
Well, how much was it, sorry? 23?
Yeah, 23 damage.
Oh, he looked very badly hurt. but not hurt enough, as it is now the animated armor's turn. The one on the left is going to attack first, because water now matters, with advantage. And take it that hits.
And I go down.
Down you go. They're going to step. It's now going to step past your body, and is going to attack Sarah.
I'm up in the air.
Oh, that's a shame. How high up are you?
I'm up at the top, as far up as I can be, which would be 12 feet up.
25. He can still move to here and attack Aeson. Just actually, that's all it's work, and it's going to attack with its second attack. Doesn't have advantage though. Is a 19 hit, Travis?
Yeah.
Dealing 7 bludgeoning damage. Now, I just need to take a quick break as I find out how tall Sam is. It's a large creature.
Large creature will be 8 to 12 feet.
So it can still reach good old Delta.
Yep.
Excellent. But first of all, there is the other animated armor, who is also going to walk up to Aeson and is going to hit twice. Does a 15 hit? Sorry?
Yeah.
Does? Yep.
No, and then yes.
Oh, okay. 7 damage. And then
And I die.
What do you mean you
The
die?
ring does not stop functioning if I fall unconscious.
Yeah, but Aeson doesn't have the ring I do.
Oh, he's right.
Oh, yeah.
So, Sam is going to step over Bork's body and is going to
Take the
swing.
ring off.
If you want, I will allow you to use your reaction to take the ring off.
Sure.
Alright. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference at this point, though, as he swings twice at Sarah.
Yeah, that hits.
And
And that definitely hits.
doing 19 damage.
Okay, I am surprisingly still alive.
Amazing.
Man,
Mason.
if only I'd used some of my 200 and whatever gold to buy some health potions.
Yeah.
Also, if
Yeah, I
only-
have 650 gold.
Jesus. Probably would have been an idea to take out the animated armors really early on as well, but that's fine.
Well, I was sort of hoping to,
I-
and almost did, kill Sam first.
And I was kind of trying, but you know, this is the
Yeah, you went and
fucking
attacked the one
mage
that wasn't
cuck.
near me.
Yeah. It is fairly mage cucky. See, the thing is, if there was 2 mages here, it would be a lot less mage cucky, because you could only kind of spell one of them. By the
Yes.
way, Aeson, it is your turn. Oh,
I
you have
swing my sword at the one in front of me.
one in front of you. That does do hitting it, and this animated armor looks quite hurt now. There's like bits of armor fallen off of it. It looks very damaged. Any bonus actions?
No, I don't think I
Alright.
have any.
Alright. Sarah, it's your turn.
Okay, I take out my orb, I drop down to the ground, and I slam it into the floor, casting Earth Tremor.
Alright.
So all of the armors have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Does that include Sam?
Yes, also Sam.
No, he does get advantage. So one of them, I assume, succeeds.
Yeah.
So Sam! Fucking on you, Sam!
All right. Well, the one that fails takes this amount of bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
We'll say it. I'm so glad you're here, Ash. I would have forgotten. So yeah, the one directly in front of Travis is now prone, represented by facing the wall.
Right.
You know that you can add little icons
I can.
to people, right?
I refuse. Is that
Oh.
your entire turn, Sarah?
And then I will take flight.
Okay. Oh, you're leaving his threatened range.
Yeah.
Alright, it gets to hit.
I just need to get out of here.
Oh,
Okay,
so
that hits. So I just get knocked out of the air.
So you're unconscious, are you?
Yep.
Alright, excellent. Walk, your
And
turn.
then you fall more than 10 feet, you take a d6.
Oh, he's right. To be
Would
fair,
would my death saves have reset from last time?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then
Took
I
a short
only have
rest.
one.
Just, because you didn't actually say. No. To be fair, you didn't actually say how high up you flew. You used to be said you.
Oh
flew-
yeah, actually, since I went down to the ground, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been very high up.
Yeah. But still, you have to fly over the animated armors.
Well, the one I'm flying over is, you know,
Well, it would have been in
Kinda
the
prone.
attempt of leaving the
Yeah.
threatening area. So
yeah. So I would be
you
here.
we say you won't take any bludgeoning damage. That's fine. You don't take the death save.
Oh, yes, starting off strong, boys.
Mm. Animate. So before the.
Oh, also, actually, all the area within 10 feet of me where I cast Earth Tremor is now difficult terrain.
Okay. Oh shit! You cast a spell. 4.
Yes.
Take a break. The party has been adventuring too long. I suggest you take a break. And sleep's gonna be cast on you guys again.
Okay, we're all unconscious except for the guy who's immune.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Then just nothing happens. Before the animated armor attacks Aeson, though, Sam will say, "You now have 0 chance of defeating me. I wish simply to leave the facility. Will you allow this?"
Yeah, get it the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna die for this stupid shit.
Your life comes at one more price. You must promise not to tell him.
Whomever.
Noble guy.
Amarivachi?
Amari. You must promise not to tell Amari about my existence and of where I go.
Okay.
You must also hold your 2 companions to this.
Okay.
Do you believe you can prevent them from talking to Amari?
Yeah, I'll just kill them while they're down.
If you believe that is the most sensible solution, I can help with that.
Oh no.
One good reason why I shouldn't kill you too.
Because
Where
guys
you
have been-
Fred?
You guys have been adventuring together for however long now.
Yeah, but they gotta fucking send us all to shit. It could have been so much easier.
Actually, no, it could have been harder. So if they had been less aggressive and had convinced Sam to let them into the top room without fighting the 2 animated armors, those 2 animated armors would have come in and joined this fray.
Oh god.
Yeah.
We don't negotiate with terrorists or evil AIs.
I think you mean being unconscious and all.
No, yeah, I can convince them to not snitch.
Roll me a deception check, because that's 100% a deception check. So it's like going to be a high AC as well. You are lying. You cannot guarantee that they will not inform Amari of my existence.
Alright, feel free to kill him.
Very well. Agreed. Just actually roll a persuasion check for whether he trusts you to keep your word. Although I must ask, are you lying or telling the truth?
I'm telling the truth.
Alright, roll persuasion, have advantage. Because you're giving him what he wants, yeah. Very well. It is agreed. And he turns around and he just stabs Bork in the chest, and he commands the 2 animated armors to beat Sarah to death. I don't know why you're rolling. They attacked you.
I'm just seeing whether
You would have survived.
Okay, I would have stabilized, but I wouldn't have woken up.
How about me? Oh wow.
I would have stabilized. So we could have lived.
Could have. But you didn't. And that is the end of the module. That being said...
Sacrifice.
Man, if we had any health potions, this would have been a cakewalk.
It would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, just out of curiosity, what does Asen do when he leaves the facility?
Never return.
he just books it. Fair enough.
I'll just journey with Sam. Just go with Sam.
If you offer that, he actually will accept.
Yeah, I'll just go with Sam.
Yeah. While you're journeying,
that starts a new adventure.
While you're journeying, though, he constantly piles you with questions about why humanoids do certain things, and like just questions along that kind of nature.
What is the point of anal sex?
Yes.
It does not achieve procreation.
Pleasure.
You said you worship the fertility goddess, so if that comes up with your character, that is the kind of stuff he asks.
Yeah.
It's
like
just
the
all
fact
sex
that
questions.
The
It
next
will.
group that's sent has a priest, and they revive us, and I just wake up in a rage and sprint out. Trying to hunt the person who betrayed me.
Honestly, maybe I'll run a one-shot again sometime down the future where you guys are trying to hunt down Sam. We'll have to figure out what Travis will do, whether he plays...
He plays the priest that revived us.
Or does he play Aeson, who's traveling with Sam?
Ooh.
Yeah. That's for next time. If there is a next time.
Okay. Well, I'm going to bed now.
Good night. And also, good night, any of the probably nobody who watched this stream. We
I
can't
might
see.
actually...
We're in the past.
When is it that this is streaming?
Same time as normal. I'll have it scheduled for.
So, Monday our time?
Yep, Monday 4 a.m. our time.
4 a.m.
I'm still mad that you just fucked me over so hard. I was just not allowed to play. I was the complete non-factor. I'm pretty sure it dealt less damage than fucking Aeon.
To be fair, compared to being
did
normal,
well.
it did damage.
Aeson.
Aeson did a decent amount of damage, just was just completely overshadowed by Bork. But yeah, just like the Mimic, just being instantly trapped and shot down by the Mimic, then being instantly knocked prone by the bush, and then just the fight against Sam. It was genuinely beautiful. Although you did alright against the 2 animated armors outside.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, you didn't...
because I was allowed to cast spells.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't do much damage, but you didn't go down or anything either, so that's nice.
Yeah, I was also just rolling like shit.
I will point out
And my...
that, actually, let's have a look at the kind of damage Bork does. Like, what was, like, if he hit every time, he would be like, yeah, it's like 12,
16 per is the maximum. 18, sorry, is the maximum damage per attack. I do 3 attacks per turn, but I have advantage, so however many theoretically could be.
So, yeah, so it would have taken 1, maybe 2 more turns for Bork to have killed Sam.
Yeah. Like I said, if we had any sort of healing, this would have been a bit of a cakewalk.
Yeah, it really would have.
Especially with the... Outside of this boss battle, the only difficult battle was the trees, and I just so happened to have the perfect weapon. Which is part of why I asked you, when I thought about getting that weapon, if it would break the balance.
I had completely forgotten that those 2 things were in the game, so you actually made it harder for everyone by getting that weapon. If you hadn't said that, I would have forgotten about them, and they just would not have been in the workshop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but just as a another side thing, so Sam was on 38 health from a total of 161.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys did very well. Not enough, but well. I also point out that that combat is technically balanced towards a 4-person party, but it also includes the option of there being 2 more animated armors. Also, the animated armors outside were also meant to be joined with animated swords, so I thought, I know they're going to kill them, those animated armors, and even if they don't, the animated swords won't be there anyway. It'll be balanced enough. It wasn't. Clearly it wasn't.
Yeah.
Or if, Delta could roll damage.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't deal damage when all spell damage was halved, and it had advantage on spell saves,
Yeah.
and it counterspelled my most powerful spells.
Yep. Just the moment he said fireball, I don't want that. Counterspell. He only had 3 spell slots though, not including the lair action ones.
And I even lost 2 of my 6 fire motes to the fucking sleep spell.
So good.
Sleep spell.
It was so good. Oh god. But anyway, I think that is where we will end this recording / stream. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
There's always someone who does that every time. It's brilliant. Bye bye.